building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen going to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to 2. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now this time, Allen will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming just as your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. Powers through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mahomes quickly this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And this type of play is practiced. You're supposed to knock it down, not tip it up. All right? You see what happens when you tip it up. They end up getting a first down out of it. Knock it down. Series is over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Eagles sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long, but they've been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And he ends it in the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Trying the left side with Walker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 16, Mahomes, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kingsley Enagbare. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
we've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running left on the handoff is Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think a major focus at halftime means how to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll find Bateman once more. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Bateman. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Allen. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flush to his right.
And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the down, and advance the ball.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered.
Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Coming left is Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mahomes to throw it.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Mahomes will throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen going to throw. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
2-score lead here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Mahomes.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.